If there is any, if we in our lifetime are ever going to experience time travel, I think it's, doing these plays in the situation we're in, which is, it being Edith's property. Because you don't just step out onto a city street at the end of the play, taken up with all the ideas and places and characters you've just met. You walk up her pathway, you walk up the drive. And so, the Gilded Age is still there. You have some time to gestate what you've seen. You get to have a cup of tea after, often. Especially at the Mount. You're in a home that she built and made from her soul, just like, I'm sure she rushed around as they were building it. She was in it and part of it, and she lived so much of her creative life there, and so much of her despair there, and joy, that the walls are seeped with it. So what I would like to see is, just what you said, that these great houses have parlor theater, and they develop plays like this. We're incredibly lucky because the person who happened to build this parlor was a writer. But to see these great houses have audiences come back into their parlors. I think as an artist, I connect with how dangerous it is to speak the truth in a culture that doesn't have an acoustic to hear the truth. And I think that in some ways her society was far more oppressive than ours. But I'm not dead sure of that. I think we have a subtler form of that kind of oppression now. And by oppression, I mean a culture, I say this in broad, general, sweeping terms, but in my view, I would say culture that's the dominant culture is afraid of feeling and speaking and feeling at the same time. And that's quite simplistic, but I believe that to be true. So where I think I connect with Edith is, I certainly haven't done it, but I applaud and admire enormously her unending courage in knowing that if she steps away from that culture, she will be isolated. Every time we come back together in different relationships as actors and artists to work, everybody knows that we're going down and in. They're amazing, these actors, in their fearlessness. And how they read, how they express what it is they're feeling in the unknown. And then I realized that the more they did it and the more confident they were that there actually was an acoustic and they really are being invited to speak from, I think, where Edith is speaking. They're very dangerous to me now because they all go in at different moments together, and it means then I have to come in and bear up to their vulnerability and where they're daring to go. And so they become more and more outrageous in their pioneering of their own feelings and ideas. And the more they do that, the stakes are so high in a way for me because I can't leave them there. I can't sit back and watch them do it and go and think, nice work. I have to go in there with them, and it's terrifying, but the only way to go. I know when we come back in together in these different arrangements of people, it's tremendously exciting. It feels a little bit like being born artistically again and again and again.